So happy Mother's Day, my lovelies, all the beautiful mommies out there. All your hard work, may it be celebrated today. Happy Mother's Day to all my lovely mommies out there. And you guys, I'm doing something else in this video other than showing you my amazing new perfume, my new perfume haul. I'm announcing a Mother's Day giveaway at the end of the video, so stay tuned all the way to the end to find out what I'm giving away and how to enter the giveaway. Are you surprised? I've gone and done it again. Hauled a bunch of fragrances. I have quite a number of very interesting fragrances here on my table. I know a few of these you are waiting to hear my thoughts on. I've been getting messages. I've got the latest Kayali fragrance, the vanilla candy rock sugar. I have Jus Parfum. I have Guerlian. I have Sora Dora. I have ROOM1015. I have Sniff. I have a lot. So if you want to hear my thoughts on them, just keep watching. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance review. I've hauled a bunch of new fragrances. I've had them with me for a few days. Some of them I've been testing, some of them will be first impressions. So I think I'm going to start with Parfumeur. You guys, I'm really excited about this one. It is a rose fragrance. This is actually not just rose. There is another note in here that I am absolutely crazy about. One of the two sexy herbal notes. Can you guess it? It's Davana. Okay, when I heard the notes in this fragrance, I got super excited, you guys. Okay, let me show you the box. This is the box. It's a pink band. This is Eau de Parfum. Let me show you. It's actually very simplistic, very minimalistic, but very elegant packaging. I do love this sort of like book type of packaging. All right, so 106. This is a rose fragrance. Guess what my fragrance of the day was? I actually just got back from my daughter's second ballet recital, and this is what I wore to the show. The day before that, I wore Tout Blanc, which is very much a ballerina type fragrance. So I actually did a IG story on it, check it out. But anyway, the second day, I wore this one. This is 106. This has rose. This has Davana. This is so good. This is such a sultry, I mean, this is my fragrance of the day. So let me spray it here. I didn't spray it here, so let me spray it there. Oh my gosh, you guys, it has that beautiful, beautiful rose note in here. I believe it's Rose Damascena, which is one of the most expensive rose notes there is. This rose almost smells sweet. Does it make sense to you guys? This is not a sweet fragrance, but somehow in the opening, when you spray it on, the rose almost smells not quite candied, but slightly sweet. Kind of like the rose in Guerlian Gourmand Coquien, but that's completely gourmand. This is not gourmand at all, but there is a slight sweetness to that beautiful rose in the opening. Those of you who know me, who've been with me for years and years, you know rose is my favorite fragrance note. I mean, you can't go wrong with rose. Rose is like the one note I say that can be many things. Romantic, sexy, confidence boosting. It could even be casual if you want it to be, depending on what you blend it with, you know, what else is in the composition. Rose is such a versatile fragrance note that just makes you feel beautiful and confident. I just love the beautiful Rose Damascena note. The Rose Damascena smells different from other rose notes. I don't know quite how to describe how it smells. It can easily kind of smell almost slightly green with a little tinge of sweet. But the sweetness in here that I described is a little bit more sweet than that, than just the Rose Damascena note. You know what it is? It's the big dose of vanilla that even in the opening you can smell. So when you first spray it on, it smells like a sweet rose because of that big dose of vanilla in the base. It actually comes through even in the opening. You don't have to wait for the dry down for the vanilla. Absolutely beautiful. I don't even care what else is in this composition, you guys. It's the rose, it's the Davana, it's the vanilla that just chef's kiss. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning fragrance. I'm a sucker for rose. However, I don't just like any rose fragrance, you guys. It has to be a particular kind of beautiful rose fragrance that makes me feel like I just fell from the heaven, okay? And this falls in that category. This also has rose and Davana with a big bucket of vanilla, kind of like Kilian Rose Oud, but somehow this is different from Kilian Rose Oud. Kilian Rose Oud has a lychee note that takes it in a little bit of a different direction, more kind of fruity opening, whereas this doesn't have that. This has more of a through and through sweet rose vibe with that sexy, sultry Davana that really throws this sultry twist to this fragrance. On the dry down, you guys, that sweet vanilla gets intensified as the fragrance dries down. So you actually smell even a sweeter rose as it dries down. The Davana is still there lingering, making them sexy, okay? But in the opening, it's rose first, and then you smell the sweetness, but you smell that it's a sweet rose, if that makes sense. This is one of those fragrances that makes me feel like a woman. It makes me feel, I am a woman, but it makes me feel even more feminine than I usually feel. Makes me feel sexy, makes me feel like I could conquer the world, gives me confidence boost because I just smell so good. By the way, I forgot to almost tell you, this was my first time wearing this to my daughter's ballet recital, and I already received a compliment, and my husband said that he loves this. Well, he loves Kilian Rose Oud, so I mean it's like in the same ballpark, although they're not exactly the same or anything like that, but it's in that ballpark. And this is much more affordable than Kilian Rose Oud, and I think the fact that they did such an amazing composition fragrance with high quality ingredients like Rose Damascena without charging you an arm and a leg is absolutely amazing, you guys. Of course, I will list and link this down in the description box. You can check out the price and everything. I'm gonna talk about the new Kayali fragrance, the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. It's coming up, just you wait. But I want to talk about these other even more interesting fragrances first. This one right here is from the house Joyeux Unique Sensoriel, or Jus Parfum. I think Jus means juice in French. I think it was intentional, the abbreviation for this fragrance house. This is the latest fragrance. It's called Icy Fizz. Icy Fizz. I love this, I don't know, minty, icy kind of packaging. Wait till you see the bottle. It is this gorgeous. They have these new, more thick, more heavy duty bottles. By the way, you guys, if you drop this, which I have, it won't break because it's that thick. Don't drop it though. I mean, you don't want to intentionally drop your perfume. You guys, I'm a klutz. I drop things, okay? So I need something sturdy. I need it to look beautiful like this, but I also need it to not break if I kind of tap it. So this is Icy Fizz. First of all, I love this bottle color. You know what I want? I want this as an eyeshadow. Oh, isn't that nice? It's not exactly what I'm wearing. I'm wearing baby blue to match my very cute dress today. My third color of the dress that I love, my Jackie-O dress. But anyway, let me test this. I sniffed it a little bit yesterday, but this is my first time really thinking about it. I haven't worn it out yet. This is one of the ooh. You guys, I just did this and I got a whiff of this. This must have killer sillage. Like I said, I haven't worn it a full day yet. Holy moly, did you see that? Let me spray. Ah! Oh, this is so refreshing. I mean, I tried this yesterday. It just arrived yesterday. I didn't have very much time to spray it on. I did spray it on and I thought it smelled absolutely unique. But you guys, I am just like surprised for the second time. How do I even describe this fragrance? Hold on, let me gather my thoughts. So, gosh, like this has some very fresh notes. Icy fizz it is. I get a little bit of this sort of cold blast with a bit of fizziness. This definitely has a very super refreshing, kind of like on a hot day, like spritzing your face with like cold water. It has a nice, refreshing, I wouldn't say sharp, but invigorating, citrusy opening, okay? I definitely know it's bergamot in here with other citruses. I don't know all that is here. But I know that for a floral, it has neroli, which is a citrus floral, which smells there again very refreshing, like floral notes that have refreshing, you know, scents. And this I know has lavender, which is lavender, you know, it has that, there again adds to that beautiful, fresh, soothing vibes. And you guys, I know when I looked up the notes for this fragrance when it first arrived, it all made sense to me when I like to do this when I get fragrances when they arrive. I don't usually remember what I ordered because I order a lot of fragrances and I don't really know what fragrance houses are sending me sometimes. So I don't really know until they arrive, like whether I order or if a fragrance house send them to me. I open the box, I smell it without looking up the notes. And I guess the notes. It's kind of like an exercise I like to do. I remember when I smelled this, I thought to myself that this definitely had bergamot because it was very refreshing in the opening, very invigorating. There's this invigorating nature to this fragrance when you first smell it. It's like a spritz, you know, ice cold blast. And I said, has to be mint or something like mint. Even though I don't think mint is revealed in the composition, but I almost can swear there's mint in here. And then I thought to myself, there's some kind of beautiful like citrus floral and other white florals. That was definitely right. And I thought, there's some kind of tea note in here. And I was right there too. This has like long green tea note in here, which I think adds this super beautiful, very unique twist to this fragrance, you guys. It's essentially a very kind of invigorating, refreshing, sort of juicy too. I bet there are fruity notes in here that are very juicy and invigorating, and it's slightly sweet, if that even makes sense for something like this. And the beautiful floral notes in here, you guys, there's got to be more than neroli, although that's all that's revealed, I think, in the composition, but I am willing to bet there are some beautiful, beautiful florals in here, mainly white florals, but maybe something delicate like water lily too. You guys, this is very much an aromatic fragrance, which is so beautiful. It's very different from the usual stuff that I wear. This is actually a fragrance that to me leans feminine, but it can very much be unisex, you guys. Very much. Very much. And I can see this smelling amazing, amazing on men, okay? Haven't spread it on my husband yet. I have to. This is giving me like summertime, completely like summertime vibes. This could even be something that you wear like on your summer vacation. It could be something you wear on summer adventures. For example, let's say that you went to South Africa on vacation and you're on a safari. Here's one for you. I'm always getting what? Cherry fragrances, amber fragrances, vanilla fragrances. It's always the same. This is actually quite floral to you guys, especially towards like the dry down. For some reason it gets a little bit more floral and beautiful, and then after that initial invigorating like burst, what's left is this sort of sexy clean girl type of clean man, clean woman, white florally sexy, sort of not musky, like, you know, freshness. So different from anything I have in there. Okay, so that's why I love it the most. And I have very few fougere fragrances, you guys. Did I tell you it's a fougere fragrance? It's absolutely beautiful, aromatic, refreshing, invigorating fougere. Yes, I have the discount code down in the description box for you guys to order directly from the Joyeux Unique Sensorial website. Every time Kayali comes out with a fragrance, you guys, you know, the same set of fragrance reviewers review them right away because they get them in PR. So I always wait. I just never listen to them. I like skip over that, and I haven't watched any reviews on this fragrance. I was waiting for my own review, basically, for me to smell it and feel my own things about this fragrance. With Kayali, it's hit and miss for me. I do think that they make some really beautiful fragrances. Like my favorites are the lychee one, sparkling lychee something. I like that one a lot. What's the other one I like? I do like the cocoa, vanilla cocoa, except that one has no lasting power, not much projection at all. Other than that, I love that. And then there are a bunch of others that are misses for me. So I was very intrigued to get this. And yes, I did spray this on once only. When it first arrived, I let it macerate and I sprayed it on. And then this is my second time testing this. And I wanted to do that in front of you guys. This is, of course, the new Kayali fragrance. Kayali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. Okay, so this is what the bottle looks like. One thing I love about Kayali is that they put the notes on the box, and I believe they also put it on the bottle. And oh my god, is this bottle not pretty? Okay, I gotta give it to them. This is so beautiful. This appeals to the teenage girl and to the woman like me, okay? We all love a good sort of halo kind of pink cloud, lavender cloud looking bottle. Right now this color is, by the way, a hot trend. Kayali knows what they're doing. That's subliminal messaging, okay? Right now lavender makeup is having a moment. Dior just released a bunch of lavender makeup, so this is like the color of the summer this time, like spring and summer. So they've definitely planned for this. So I mean, her Mona Katan's sister is Huda, so I'm sure Huda and Mona, you know, like they work together. So yeah, this has a bit of like a frosty look too. I absolutely love the color of the bottle. It's kind of like frosty-ish. It has a bit of like this like, I don't know, holographicness about it. The notes of this fragrance sounds absolutely delicious. So let's go spray this on. Ooh, I can smell it from the cap. Let me spray this here. So when I sprayed my fragrance of the day, I did the pulse point, so I'm gonna avoid spraying anything else here and here. I'll spray in the middle. I did smell this yesterday, like I said. This smells beautiful. This, you guys, I was worried when I heard that this was coming out and that it has bubble gum. I was super worried that it was going to be some sort of juvenile, you know, cotton candy bubblegum mess, but it's not. It's not. This, they managed to make it smell not juvenile too much. Listen, when you put bubblegum, it's gonna have a little bit of that youth underpinning to it no matter what you do, but no, this does not smell like a Bath and Body Works body spray, unlike their apple something fragrance. That was a little bit, you know, Bath and Body Works body spray, but this one, you guys, this actually smells nice. You know what they did right? This has candied pear. You guys know how, hold on one second, let me grab it. So right here, you guys know what this is. This is La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier. You know how this has that pear, and how the pear makes it. Let me spray it on this card here. I want to smell this a little bit. You know how pear make this very ladylike? So that's what they did. They added a candied pear note, which I think was the right move by the Parfumeur. I believe, is it Gabrielle Chaleroux that made this? Maybe with another Parfumeur or just by herself. I don't know. I had to look it up. You guys, the candied pear saved this fragrance from becoming a juvenile, bubblegummy, cotton candy mess. You know, I told you, oh, it's actually right here. So this fragrance right here, Skylar, the Boardwalk Delight. I was worried when I first purchased this from the Sephora sale, thinking, oh my gosh, it's a cotton candy fragrance. It's going to be absolutely juvenile. But it wasn't, you guys. This had this linen. So it's the linen crisp freshness that saved this from being juvenile, right? Likewise, I feel like the pear note saved this. It made it womanly instead of a little bit womanly. So it's actually right on the fence where it could be worn by very young women and women like me, a little bit older, who are not in their early 20s, right? Or teenagers. This smells beautiful. This has a bubblegum note, and to my delight, the bubblegum note is not toothachingly sweet and juvenile. It's there in the background, giving it candy vibes, okay? The other thing I love is that white caramel, you guys. There's caramel in here. Again, that, I think also that gourmand vibe from the caramel, the white caramel kind of saved it too from going too bubblegummy, right? I think, and the rock sugar, you know, the candy rock sugar is in here, so that adds an extra layer of sweetness to this fragrance, which is fine by me, you guys. I have some really sweet fragrances that are very, very niche, like Xerjoff Italica, for example. Super sweet, but very niche. You know, sweet doesn't mean that it's gonna smell juvenile. I was super worried about this one actually when I heard that it's gonna be a bubblegum fragrance. It smells like what it looks like, you guys. They absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. I am pleasantly surprised. So another thing I think that keeps this fragrance from being juvenile is that beautiful sweet violet note in here. So it gives it a little bit of like that, I'm not going to say Guerlian Insolence because that's a very powdery fragrance. But if you were to take the candied violet feeling from that fragrance and put it in here, that's what this has. This has that candied violet candy. I'm sorry, I meant to say violet candy. You know, have you had violet candy? So this has a little bit of that kind of feeling in here. So I think this was done right. This was done right. So it's not like, so violet candy also kept it from becoming juvenile. So it's the candied pear, the violet candy, and the white caramel. I think those are the notes that really pull this from the bubblegummy juvenile side to the middle, where it's youthful, but it's not juvenile. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think you probably heard the best kind of description of this fragrance here. Although I didn't watch any of the other reviews, I can almost guarantee you, you would get the 100% honest opinion here on my channel. This is not PR, I bought it myself. So Kayali is getting some real validation here. I really like it. Well, I like it from the bottle to the juice. Now, the only thing I can't attest to is projection. Can smell it about here. So again, I can't tell you about that until I have not worn it out. I haven't even worn it around the house, like even a half day, or even like, because I had to change it right after I sprayed it on when it first arrived. Well, not first arrived, but let it macerate a little bit. So I don't know if this has lasting power. I can't attest to that yet. I would have to wear this a little bit more to know that. I will leave a pinned comment. Tomorrow I'll wear this all day. So I'm filming this ahead of time. So the following couple of days I'll wear this. By the time this goes live, I'll try to leave a pinned comment down in the comment section, okay? Yeah, this is one of the hits for me from this fragrance house. Like I said, they have hits and misses. This is a hit, thankfully. There are some misses there too, but love this one. Love the color. Mona, you did a great job on the bottle, color, design, and the juice. And kudos to the perfumer. Beautiful. Speaking of Guerlian Insolence, I have a fragrance that I ordered from Place Vendôme. This is one of the ones that are like really hard to find. I tend to order fragrances that I can't find anymore very much from Place Vendôme because I can always count on them. This is Guerlian Après L'Onde, you guys. This one is a powdery beauty. Very, very, this is that new design of Guerlian bottles. Ooh, it's been a while since I sprayed this after it first arrived. Let me spray it here. How can I put it? This gives me dancing fairy, barefoot dancing fairy that just came out of the meadow, you guys, okay? Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous, super ultra feminine fragrance that gives you, again, fairy just stepped out of meadow vibes, okay? This is such a gorgeous, delicate bouquet of powdery florals that smell like dancing fairies. Oh my gosh. You know how Insolence is like that too, but it has like that candied violet and stuff. This is even lighter, even more ethereal, if that's even possible, you know? Of course, it comes from those beautiful violet and iris, those blue-purple powdery florals, and there's a nice amount of vanilla in here. You guys, this fragrance was created in 1906 by Jacques Guerlain, okay? Oh my gosh, they don't make perfumes like this anymore. There's no way to find perfumes like this. It's so clean smelling too. It's again like an ethereal goddess, fairy, dewdrops, a beautiful fairy on a dewy morning. Okay, that's what it smells like. It's kind of like how the meadow would smell after the rain, or early morning, like first light, the dewdrops. That's what. Oh, this smells so beautiful and ethereal. There's no way I can describe it enough for you guys to actually know what this really smells like. If you are a fan of Guerlian Insolence, although this doesn't smell exactly like that at all, it almost has like this sort of sunshine kind of vibe too. I'm wondering if it has like a little bit of aldehydes maybe. I want to say, but it doesn't smell like aldehydic. It's very, if there's aldehydes in here and it's not revealed, it's there very lightly, very little bit. That's what I think gives this like uplifting. It's kind of like happy thoughts, you guys. It's like you stuck your nose in a violet on a dewy morning. That's what this smells like. Oh my gosh, Guerlain makes masterpieces. That's what this house does, and that's why they're so comfortable raising their prices nowadays. But you guys, I tell you though, more than recent creations, these compositions that were created back in like early 1900s. They don't make those type of perfumes anymore. I gotta talk about this gorgeousness. I kept it in the box, although I have worn this a couple of days. This is Sora Dora Mallow. Now this smells like a fairy queen. Okay, it's not like that light and that ethereal, but this smells more like a okay, let me spray it on first, okay, before I get too much into the details. Let me spray it right here. Oh my goodness, actually it's like more of a along those same lines as the one I just described, but this one, you guys, has a beautiful explosion of, it's like a explosion of sweet powdery floral. It's like a bunch of candied flowers exploding with violet candy powder. Yeah, this actually has very much that Guerlian influence type of violet candy powder vibe. This smells like a fairy, gorgeous fairy queen. This is not just like an ordinary fairy. This is a fairy queen. She's the boss lady fairy queen, okay? She commands attention. She's coming out in her violet, beautiful, flowy, ethereal dress, you know, and she's dancing, you know, smelling violet flowers, eating violet candy. You cannot make a woman feel any more feminine than this. So there's obviously violet in here. I believe there's like some fruity notes, although this is not very fruity at all. The fruitiness only adds to the sweetness. I think it's raspberry. Gives it a little bit of that sweetness, adds to the sweetness. It has a bit of almondy vibe, and paired with the heliotrope, which has an almond nuance as well, only adds to that beautiful violet candy goodness. A little hint of orange blossom, which is a beautiful flower. Explosion of musks, very sexy. Musk is a must, as I always say. Has that musk mallow, which is why I think this is called mallow, maybe, which is amberette, you know. I love the frosty design, and I like the caps. Usually Sora Dora caps are black granite looking. This one's like white granite looking. I love how the bottle is frosted. I actually do have good news. I have a discount code with this fragrance house. It's Cleo. Is it Cleo 10? I think so. So check down in the description box. I will list and link all of these down below. You must wear this on a hot summer day for beachy things. Okay? Why am I saying beachy to a vanilla fragrance? Just a minute. So this one, first of all, let me tell you what it is. This is a Guerlian from the Aqua Allegoria line. This is Guerlian Basca Vanilla Forte. This is what the bottle looks like. This, you guys, is ooh, that marine vibes. Okay, so let me warn you a little bit. I find this absolutely riveting because I love those Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess type of beachy vanillas for summer times. I love that vibe. I love Olympia Paco Rabanne. If you are not the type of person who loves and appreciates a salty, beachy vanilla, don't get this. Okay, because that's what this is. This is vanilla, but it is very marine-like, very refreshing, and it has a little bit of greenness to it too. I think it has petitgrain in the opening. I'm guessing. I don't remember I gotta be honest, I don't remember all the notes. All I remember is that this is a refreshing vanilla for hot summer days. That is a very beachy vanilla like Olympia Paco Rabanne. That is a salty vanilla. This has a bit of a salty marine vibe too, but it's vanilla with citruses. Let me spray this here. So yeah, very much an invigorating, slightly green in the opening. I believe it's like, does it have petitgrain? I feel like it does, okay? Petitgrain is the leaves of bitter orange tree, which has that, you know, have you ever smelled a citrus leaf? You know what I mean? So this has citrusy notes, but immediately, you guys, this goes down to that salty vanilla vibes. Immediately after that citrusy opening, it goes into salty vanilla, just like Paco Rabanne Olympia. They're not exactly similar, but in that same ballpark. So this has like a salty marine oceanic vibe to it, very marine-like, with vanilla. So it's that salty vanilla, not just sweet vanilla, that is super refreshing and beachy. For hot beating down summer days, you can wear this on the beach, you can wear this out on hot summer days, daytime wear. I would say not a nighttime fragrance. Very refreshing. So if you like the type of fragrances like Paco Rabanne Olympia, Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, this is not suntan lotiony, by the way, like, you know, like Bronze Goddess has that. Again, it's like a tropical beachy vanilla with the beach vibes. So yeah, that's what this is. This is beautiful. I just talked about it in my last video where I gave you all the great vanilla fragrances for hot or warm weather, okay? So I have another fragrance from Room 1015. You guys know I have a love affair with this fragrance house. Woo! Every feminine fragrance from them, I love. And Room 1015's Wave Child, by the way, oh my god, that beautiful like watermelon Jolly Rancher candy beach marine vibe, oceanic gorgeousness, that one of the most like, you know, unique beach fragrances I've ever smelled. It sold out like crazy, like several times, you guys. It's back in stock now. I actually have my discount code with this fragrance house. It's not Cleo 10, it's a new code. My god, why is this not coming up? It's a new discount code. It's like AFF10_Cleo something. Check down in the description box. So if you want Wave Child, it's back in stock. I posted it on my community page. By the way, you guys, it pays to subscribe to my channel and follow my community page, because I just bought Baby Cat. It's impossible to hunt down Baby Cat here in the US. I bought Baby Cat and there were 4 left, and I let you guys know in my community page. Several of you bought and thanked me. So yes, I do post on my community page about perfumes you need to grab, you know, that are rare especially. Okay, by the way, did I tell you what this is? I don't think I even showed you. Where did the cover go now? Okay, so this is Sweet Leaf by Room 1015. This to me, look at this bottle, beautiful green. Room 1015 Wave Child is beautiful blue. So this, you guys, is actually the first fragrance I think personally smells masculine leaning. I gave this to my husband, okay, and it smells gorgeous on him, okay. I love it on my husband. But it's my first perfume from Room 1015 that was masculine, basically. Ooh, the thing about Room 1015, you guys, is that like the Joyeux Unique Sensorial tends to be like that too. They're very like cutting edge and innovative. Like Wave Child, who would have thought putting like, you know, Jolly Rancher candy like melon with oceanic notes, right? Who thinks of that? Man, that thing is like a hot cake, you know, it keeps selling out. You guys, leave it to Room 1015. I was just thinking about how edgy this and kind of like fun this fragrance house is. They're always like pushing the envelope, you know, always pushing the envelope, like Cherry Punk. Man, that is like punk rock chick, you know, very sexy leather cherry. Who would have thought of that? Wave Child, totally not. I expected this surfer girls type fragrance, which it wasn't. It was this very completely mind-blowingly different, beautiful beachy fragrance, right? Now this is like, it has cannabis. Who thinks of that? It's got a gorgeous cannabis note, you guys, that smells absolutely beautiful. You know what? Come to think of it though, actually, is it like Flora Botanica by Balenciaga that has, does that have cannabis a little bit? You know, like that beautiful scent there, that how well cannabis smells in there? It's kind of how this one smells, but only like more intense and beautiful. It's very citrusy, very refreshing, but with that sweet leaf. Sweet leaf it is. Cannabis, that's what it's referring to, okay? I don't know why I'm laughing. I love it. They're very pushing the envelope. It's also very, very woody. Actually, come to think about it, you guys, I know there are ladies out there. Now listen, I'm a rose girl, right? I tend to love that kind of stuff. Like every now and then I like a different type of fougere, and I'm actually thinking, this is starting to grow on me almost like a unisex fragrance that I should wear too. Now this is like my third time smelling this. With fragrances, you guys, you have to let them macerate and wear several times before you form an opinion. Right away when I sprayed this, I thought of my husband, and I sprayed it on him and it smelled amazing on him. I just kept sniffing his arm, you know, like, so I just kind of gave it to him without further thinking, do I want to test it on myself, you know? I just loved, I mean, like right away it made me think of him, so I gave it to him. But now I'm thinking, this is beautiful. That sweet leaf is actually sweet leaf, very sweet. Cannabis in here. It's almost like, I wouldn't say candied cannabis, but you know what I mean, like a little lacing of sweetness in here. And I think it has a little bit of Angelica too. You know how Guerlain Angelique Noir, you know how it has that Angelica? That's what it smells like in here, with that slight sweetness almost. So there'll be some of you who love this on you guys. I'm sorry, I take it back. This is what happens with fragrances sometimes. I might steal this back from my husband. You know, he doesn't need it. You know? He has plenty. Well, like I don't have plenty. But I might share it with him. But I tend to like fragrances on him. If I give it to him, I like him to wear it. I don't usually like to share with him, because I want to keep that memory of him smelling that to him. So I have to make a decision now if I want him to keep it or do I steal it back. Because if I steal it back, I steal it back. He's not getting it. This is beautiful. Very unique, oh my lord. Flora Botanica cannabis, that's in there, mixed with the Angelica from Guerlain Angelique Noir. That sweetness that's there, this slight underpinning, and the herbal sexiness. So I am torn here. So I'd say this is a perfectly unisex fragrance that you can either be masculine on a man or feminine on a woman. I will let you guys know what I decided. I'm still on the fence. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a competition with him. I'm going to spray this all over me. I'm going to spray this all over him. And we're going to wear this a few days. And whoever smells better in it gets to keep it. How about that? Okay, last but not least, I have this right here. I'm actually really excited about, because this is my first perfume from this sort of, I wouldn't call it viral, but like very like social media TikTok-y brand, which is Sniff. Okay, so this is Vanilla Vice by Sniff. So, whoops. Oh man. Okay, so you guys, I had ordered this from Ulta and it arrived, and I put it on my table where I put all the new fragrances that just arrived, the ones that I'm testing for videos for myself. I've been testing this, and I thought, wow, this would be great summertime or warm weather vanilla. I need to put that in my warm weather vanilla fragrance, and totally forgot to. And I already had like 16 fragrances in that warm weather vanilla fragrance that went up before this. By the way, if you missed it, check it out. I'm sorry, you guys, okay? I meant to put this in that video. Just consider this added to that video, okay? So let me just pull this up. It's right here. Ooh, okay, hold on. Okay, this is a little strong. I'm still getting a bit of alcohol. So I can tell you right away that this has more of an alcoholic feeling in the opening than my niche fragrances here on the table, and even Guerlain, which is not niche, which I consider luxury. Now this, you guys, is something different. This is very much a warm weather vanilla. This is not your sweet gourmand vanilla. Like if you were expecting this to smell like oh, this is, how come I only now noticed that this is magnetic? I tested this for like 2 days now. What the heck? Okay, so it's magnetic. I love that. Love it. Love that. Okay. So this is very much a summertime light vanilla. I mean, warm weather. You can start wearing it now in spring. Spring, summer, warm weather vanilla. This has, believe it or not, a bit of, I don't want to say salty per se, but almost like that summertime kind of marine salty vibe-ish. Somebody, I felt like some people were saying, I heard it somewhere now, I cannot remember where. People were people saying that this smells like vanilla ice cream? No, it doesn't. So this has a bit of marine salty vibe, but this to me smells like vanilla wafers. Not wafers. Okay, so here's the problem. What I refer to as vanilla wafers isn't the same thing as vanilla wafers here in the US. I'm talking about what in tropical areas they call vanilla wafers. I'll put a picture of it right here. This is what it smells like to me, okay? Or like waffle cones, okay? A little bit of waffle coniness. Yeah, sure, it smells like the cone, waffle cone, but I don't know about the ice cream part. Yes, it does smell vanilla, but it's not sweet and overly gourmet to the point that it smells like a creamy ice cream that's really sweet. Okay, so ice cream actually is a note in here. Now that I think of it, I think. But you guys, it doesn't smell like a creamy ice cream. Yes, it has vanilla scent, but I'm getting more of a salty kind of slight marine vibe with the waffle cone is what I'm getting. Not creamy, delicious ice cream, okay? Yes, vanilla's there, but it's more waffle cone, vanilla ice cream waffle cone than vanilla ice cream. Does that make sense? You know what, that animalic sort of ambergris-ish smell that I'm getting, like that marine vibes I was just describing. You know how ambergris has that, you know, ambergris comes from the stomach of the sperm whale and it has that marine vibes, and I was getting that same strong vibe here. Turns out it comes from Orchinox, you guys. Orchinox. And Orchinox is kind of like ambergris type of note. It has like, it's a synthetic ingredient note. It has that sort of ambery slash marine slash animalic vibes that gives out a little bit of that same vibes as ambergris. So I think they were trying to make this like summertime vanilla cone kind of thing. So they wanted to put that subliminal message in our head that's, you know, where we connect it to summertime, which, you know, requires that marine vibes, yada yada. I'm just trying to connect the dots here. So yeah, it's not a creamy ice cream, if that's what, it's not a sweet, no, it's not overly sweet, creamy ice cream, if that's what you're hoping for. It's not. It's vanilla, yes, but it's more of a vanilla, it's more of the smell of the vanilla waffle cone than the actual vanilla ice cream, with that ambergris type marine vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's what this smells like to me. I don't know what else is in here. I'm sure musks and stuff. So I actually like it for it not being ice cream like. I mean, if it were like an overly sweet creamy ice cream, overdone, no thank you. This is different. It you know, it went the edgy direction instead of the obvious overly creamy hot mess, you know, ice cream type thing. Overly creamy sweet, overly creamy sweet. We get that all the time, you guys. I like how this is different. So verdict, I do like vanilla vibes for summertime. It'll give you that sort of like hot weather freshness in a way, you know. It's something you can wear on a beat down hot summer day. Beat down sun, hot summer day. So you guys, that is it. Those are the gorgeous, gorgeous, groundbreakingly different, amazing fragrances that I just added to my collection. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Do you have these? Do you aspire to get this? Are they on your list? Are they on the way? Are you planning to order them? What do you think? Do you have them? Please tell me, because I want to know what you guys think too, right? Kind of feed off of you. I like to kind of pick your brains too. as you do mine. You ask me questions, and that's the other thing. Ask me any question you want. So you guys, the giveaway is going to be a brand new Emiclave Solid Passion for Mother's Day. This is such a juicy, fruity fragrance for spring and summer, especially hot weather. I love to wear this in, like, you know, summertime. You will be getting a brand new bottle in the mail if you win the giveaway. So yeah, Solid Passion by Emiclave. That is the Mother's Day gift to you. Happy Mother's Day, my lovelies. So all you have to do is comment down in the comment section letting me know you want to enter the giveaway, and tell me something about the fragrances that I talked to you about today. Say that you want to enter the giveaway and make a comment about one of the fragrances or all the fragrances, whatever you want about what I talked about in this video down in the comment section, and I will pick a winner and announce the winner in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, ring the notification bell so you'll never miss any of my videos, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget to go on over to Cleo Luxe Life, my makeup and beauty channel, you guys. That's really taking off. I just uploaded an awesome video reviewing all the new Prada makeup. Check that out, and I have many other videos. If you like to look good as much as you smell good, that's the place for you. Go ahead and subscribe and show me some support. I will see you guys in my next video.